Back to Extra. Now we are going to introduce you to two very outstanding people in uniform that have also made a name for themselves, doing things not only for the branch of service of the U.S. Armed Forces that they represent, but also in the community. And it also happens that they happen to be from the same squadron. They are members of the 254th, if I can ever spit that out, the Red Horse Squadron with the Guam Air National Guard. We have here Tech Sergeant Keisha Duenas.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And Master Sergeant Phil Tyron. Now, Phil is actually the first sergeant of the year, and Tech Sergeant Duenas is the non-commissioned officer of the year. So congratulations to you both, and Hafade, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, so each of these distinctions is very honorable, and it's very hard to achieve. And of course, like as I said, you have to do a lot of things not only with your role in your unit and in the armed forces, but also out in the community. So we'll start with you, Tech Sergeant Duenas, and describe a little bit about some of your community involvement and involvement with the Guard.
Some of my community involvement would be just going out especially during the Christmas season, and helping out with some of the organizations that are in regards to donating gifts to those who are less fortunate. Some of the other community involvements that I've done, I've participated in school cleanups, I've participated in community cleanups, I've also participated in Thanksgiving food drive. And those are just some of the community involvements.
Okay, so Master Sergeant Tyron, what have you done in the community?
Well, I don't know if I could upstand Keisha here, because those are some pretty good community involvement. Most of mine involves community involvement with the kids, and most of it surrounds mainly my kids and what happens at their schools, and then sometimes in the community, like basketball for my son and soccer for my daughter. And then the other thing also too is also the MC for the December 8th procession. So I get involved with helping out the Cathedral Basilica when that takes place on December 8th.
Mm-hmm. Now, these activities that you're involved in, and the honor that you now carry, that's very commendable, but that also puts you in a position of leadership even within your own unit, and now you have to kind of carry on the commitment to service to your brothers and sisters in arms and everything. So how are you using this new honor to tell other people in the squad or other people in the guards that like, hey, we have to go out, and it's part of our responsibility to give back to the community?
Mm-hmm. I think you just want to, now that we're honored or recognized as these outstanding performers, I believe it's just a matter of setting that example and going out and trying to motivate others to achieve that high performance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how would you, Master Sergeant?
In my capacity as the first sergeant, I get involved a lot in trying to prod our senior NCOs to get their junior NCOs involved along with the younger airmen. Because a lot of times it's difficult for them to get a lot of time credited towards their involvement, because we're weekend warriors, to say. Mm-hmm. A lot of our time on the Guard side is just the a week and a month, and the 2 weeks or 15 days out of a year. And in order for us to, because we'll actually compete at the Air Force or at the PACAF level, which is the next level of competition, which is the Pacific Air Forces. And so we'll be meeting up with folks on active duty along with our other Air National Guard counterparts, and some of them actually fill full-time roles. And so we have to sort of paint the picture ahead of time and sort of set them up for success and develop some idea or some type of plan for them to achieve or to get involved, and maybe prod them just a little bit more, to raise their hand when it's time for volunteering for a task. And just like some of the things that you folks do around here too at KUM, when it comes time for the disasters, and also when you solicit donations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And then, in short, what does it mean to be honored in this way, and to not only represent your unit, your branch of service, but also the island?
It's a very, very distinct honor. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished, especially since I'm in a Red Horse unit. I don't hold that specific job specialty as Red Horse. I'm actually doing administrative work, but to be honored and recognized as the Red Horse and then the Guard NCO of the Year is pretty outstanding for someone in my job specialty.
Okay. Would you agree? Because I know you actually hold a lot of different hats here in the community.
Yes, that is true. I think that I'd have to ask you ask that question again, Jason,
Okay.
because I was thinking more about Keisha's role in the Red Horse, and it is true about what she says. I just want to talk a little bit too about what the Red Horse does.
Sure.
You know, our guys, they go out and they do airfield damage repair, explosive demolition, and expedient facility erection. They'll do infrastructure, facility, and equipment repair, as well as there was quarry. I said quarry operations, and that involves rock crushing and stuff. And when you come from an administrative role in that look to support folks that perform that function, it's pretty challenging because we have to get out there and do the same thing. And I was just thinking about Keisha because she really has come a long way in you know, standing up for that position that she holds in supporting us as Red Horse.
Okay, well, once again, congratulations to you both, Tech Sergeant Keisha Duenas and Master Sergeant Philip Tyron, the outstanding members of the 254th Red Horse Squadron. Once again, the engineering squad.
That's right.
Okay, so thanks a lot.